Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got the Fortinet round 2 today. If you remember from round 1, it was a pretty tough going. I shot 15 over par. I decided to play a practice round in between. That went pretty well. I shot one over from the white tees that are about 5,500 yards at Phillips Park. So, feeling confident going into this round. I know in the overall grand scheme of things, I am not really in contention for much. But still trying to go as low as possible and learn from my mistakes. So drive here to the right, hit it about 263 yards, got 142 into the pin. Rocking the long sleeves today. It was a cold day when I was playing. Well, cold is relative. It was about, I think, high 50s, low 60s in my garage that day. Put my second shot just left of the green and hit a pretty good chip here to get it in the gimme circle and walk away with the par. So, again, trying to play smarter golf here, think through my shots. I did a nice warm-up before this round to try to get loose, some stretching. Hit a bunch of shots with my 7-iron, my wedges, my driver. Didn't help there, though. Pulled it way to the left on the second hole. And I got a tough shot from behind a tree. I'm just trying to poke it under without rolling over the green, but ended up kind of short. So, my third shot here, I really want to get this close, and I do. Get it in the gimme circle. Walked away with the bogey. Not thrilled, but bad tee shot will cost you. Next hole is a 353-yard par 4, and you can see I believe I have a 5-iron here. I am just trying to get this in the fairway and leave myself with an easy shot into the green, and I do that. The driver as of late hasn't been the greatest club. I'm still working through it. It comes and goes. But from 163 with an 8-iron, I pull it left again. Second time I've done that. And on the left side of the green, leaving myself a chip from the rough. And I kind of hit it a little bit thin there and rolled it way off the green, leaving myself with yet another chip. Try to get on. It's kind of a rare mistake with me, in my opinion, from over there with a wedge. This shot, I thought it hit great, and it was rolling right up, and I didn't realize it was that big of a downslope if I came up short. So I was within 3 yards of the pin, and now I'm 6 yards away. So, got about 18 feet here for bogey, and I hit it long. It was definitely one of those that I thought I hit a little bit far, but I didn't think it was going to roll 12 feet past the pin. So now I'm stuck with a triple. So right off the bat, not happy with some of my execution. I think the decision making there was smart. Execution was not. So 380-yard par 4. And hit a relatively straight drive, a little bit of a fade, but hit it right into that bunker. I was actually aiming for that bunker. I was hoping I'd have a little bit of a draw, but that did not happen. From the bunker, from 133, I believe I hit a pitch and wedge there. Came up a bit short. Should have used the 9-iron maybe, but not trying to get up and down here to save par. Hit this chip again. I needed to pop it up in the air just a tiny bit more. It was a bit of a downslope there, but overall not a bad chip. Only 7-8 feet away here for par, and I make the putt. So, a little bit wild there. I'm using the driver here, par 5, 527 yards, and I finally hit the drive I've been trying to hit for a while on this hole. A nice draw over those trees right in the middle of the fairway. One of the best drives I think I've hit ever since using the software. Went 277, which isn't the longest, but got it exactly where I wanted to. My second shot with the hybrid from about 230 comes up a bit short, 25 yards, but again, side of the green, able to get up and down for birdie, giving myself opportunities to score. And I hit a great chip here that just runs right up to where I want to and walk away with the birdie. So I dropped back down to 3 over and onto the 6th hole, 400 yards. After that drive, I was really feeling it. And I made a mistake. I kind of pushed it out to the right. Again, this is something I've been doing more of with my driver. I would love to be able to control it and do it on certain holes, but not all the time. Next shot here, I take a 7-iron. I'm just trying to get this back in play. And the house was in my way, and I couldn't get rid of it. And I was trying to figure out where the best place to go was, and I kind of ended up just guessing, and not a terrible shot, but not a great one. From 45 yards, hit a wedge. Came up a little bit short here. Was hoping to get a little bit more roll based on how I hit it, but it is what it is. This putt, as you can see from my reaction, was not good at all. Broke to the left and went way 9 feet past the gimme circle, or sorry, should I say the hole, and I ended up just missing the putt. So after getting a birdie, ended up hitting a double, going 5 over onto the 7th hole. I hit this one a little bit fat and didn't get much on it. Only carried about 153. I'm hitting a 6-iron here. So now I got a very long putt. I just, as you can see, I hadn't been playing well. I'm 5 over after 6. And I was happy. I decided I needed a snack and a little bit of a banana. So thanks to my daughter for going out and getting that. So she heard me struggling and decided I needed to pick me up. Let me tell you, it worked. I'm 5 over par right now. I just put my next shot in the middle of the fairway. Got about 72 yards here, hitting a 52-degree wedge. Hit it just past the pin, but luckily this downslope really helps me out, and it almost goes right back into the gimme circle. So now I have a very makeable 7-foot putt here for birdie, and I drain it. So back to 4 over. Got a nice par 5 here. Hit this ball almost dead straight. Slight draw to it. Hit it with a lot of speed, and again, super narrow fairway here, but I stick it in the middle of it. So not as long as the other drive, which is why I say that one was the better, but still certainly one of my better drives. 220 yards to the pin. Going back and forth between a hybrid and a 4-iron. 220 would be normally a 4-iron, but with that wind, I hit a hybrid and I hit it great. Too good, in fact. But that left me with a chip of about 30 yards, and I get that to within that gimme circle and walk away with yet another birdie. So I've already dropped 2 strokes after the snack, so I guess I'm just not me when I'm hungry. Anyway, on to the 10th. I pushed my hybrid here to the right. Again, I hit the hybrid to try and play it safe, but ended up getting stuck behind a tree and just having to pitch out. So, but pitching out from 125 yards is usually a nice pitching wedge for me. And I've been playing well with this club. This one comes up a little bit short, but I get a decent roll to get it to about 30 feet away. So not a great shot, but still putting to try to save par. End up coming up a little bit short. Again, putting on a simulator is always a bit difficult, especially with the Mevo Plus. It's not terrible by any means, but I always found it a bit challenging. So now the long sleeves have come off. Hole 11, gave a stroke back there. Had 142.8, carried at 143.1, but just trickled off the back edge. But leaves me with a short chip here. Make that for par. So I'm fueled up, I'm feeling loose. My drives have been going pretty well. This one actually has a little bit of side spin to the right, but it's 337 yards downwind, so I go for it. And I hit it really well. Over 300-yard drive, leaving me with a short chip into this green. And for a second there, I thought I had the birdie, but just went just past it, a little bit too much. Got a bit of a tricky downhill putt. Just want to hit it straight, and I do. Sink another birdie. Brings me to 3 over after 12. Hit the driver again, a little bit of right side spin, heading right for this tree, but it just gets past it, which is great. So the last few drives I seem to figure it out. I'm getting a lot of speed behind it. I'm getting the distance I want out of my driver, and I'm leaving myself with second shots that are makeable for the most part. This one comes up a little bit short, but 18, 19 feet as a birdie attempt. You know, if I have birdie attempts within 20 feet, I'm happy, because I know I'll drain a couple of those. Wasn't the case there. That's kind of my feeling. Hit another great drive here, dead straight. Like I said, I'm feeling it when the driver side spin is low, and I'm hitting them that far, I'm going to keep using the driver all day. Leave myself with 100 yards here. That's a 50 degree. This one had a bit of side spin, and I hit it just a little bit too hard. My 50 degrees goes like 115 when I swing it full, but even if I take a little bit off it and I hit it pure, it's still going to go pretty far. But nevertheless, nice chip and a gimme putt for par. On the 15th here, with that wind, I aimed pretty far left. Usually I have a little bit more side spin with my 8-iron than I thought I would have there. So good on the edge of the green. Leaves me with a chip shot. These days, or this round, this chip shot has been going inside a gimme circle 60-70% of the time, but this one comes up just short. Leaving me a tricky putt here for par, but I just managed to get it in on the edge. So saved par there. So after 15, 3 over, considering I was 5 over several holes ago, I'm pretty happy with this. This par 5, again, I try to get behind it, but I hit it off the toe of the club and push it right. So I lose a little bit of distance, but I still have a halfway decent shot here. And I'm trying to hit this and put a little side spin on it to try to get it fade. I did that, but with that wind blowing in the opposite direction, this ball basically just stayed straight. But it's a par 5, and my third shot here, I pull it to the left, and that wind is not helping me at all. So I go way past the green, way to the left of the green. 20-yard shot with that pin close to the edge I'm chipping to. I'm really just trying to pop this up, hit the fairway, and slow it down, or even hit the rough a little bit. And believe it or not, I did it. I was actually pretty happy with that shot. I hit it exactly how I wanted to do, preserve the par. Next hole here is a par 4, shorter par 4. But I finally had a little bit of a mishap here with the hybrid pull to my left. I thought this was going to be a great shot out of the sand, but it caught that tree. So I thought I was going to get over it, but I didn't put enough loft on it. So third shot here from about 46 yards. Get it on the green. Get it pretty close, about 17 feet there to save par. But it is a tricky putt. It's breaking a lot, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just hit this ball way too hard. Hit it way through all that break. So now I got a tricky putt here for bogey, and I just made double. So all my hard work over the last 8 or 9 holes to go 2 under is erased, but I'm still 5 over. And I got a par 5 here. At least I got an opportunity here to give some strokes back, but that's not going to happen when you pull your drive way to the left. So after all those great drives on the last hole, I messed up. Only thing I can do now here is take my medicine, pitch out back onto the fairway. I cut it too close to that tree, but luckily nothing got in the way, leaving myself 212 in. Taking out the 4-iron here, trying to get this pretty close to the green, and actually hit a pretty decent shot here. Just walked outside the gimme circle. So putting for birdie when I had to pitch out is always a great feeling. A little bit of a tricky putt, broke a little bit more, but still saved the par, walked away 5 over. I'm actually pretty happy with that round. 2 double bogeys and a triple bogey in a round. That's 7 strokes on 3 holes I gained. So to finish 5 over means I played pretty well outside of those holes. So as you can see, 4 birdies on the day. I was feeling really good with the game. When I get this ball in play off the tee, I'm doing much better. So that's it. Next video coming out, I think, is going to be more of an uncut, much longer video walking you through some of these strokes or some of these shots as I play them. So look forward to that. But as always, thank you for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe for the channel for more content. Have a great day.